Hi guys! Okay, so this is my video for the results of 148 and 149 and kind of my thoughts on the fights and the fighters and kind of just everything. So for 148, which was a couple of weekends ago, Ivan Menevar, I'm sorry, I can never say his name, Menevar and Mike Easton was a unanimous decision to Mike Easton. That fight, you know, I think that fight it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I liked it. It was, I don't know, Mike Easton is such a weird dude, and I don't know, I couldn't get over that. I couldn't get over it. But it was a good fight, and he won, and I thought that he won. I had it for him. But the next fight, Chad Mendes and Cody McKenzie. Okay, when I heard that Chad Mendes and Cody McKenzie were going to fight, I thought that that was such a weird matchup. Like, did anyone else think that that was just weird? That Chad Mendes just fought Aldo for the belt, and now he's fighting Cody McKenzie. Like, not to take anything away from Cody, because he is a good fighter. It was just, that matchup seems so off to me. But Chad Mendes won. First round TKO body shot. Beautiful body shot. Like, I watched the replay like 57 times. It was perfectly placed. Like, absolutely awesome body shot. And yeah, that was a great fight, and it was so good to see Chad win in the UFC in a way that was more like, you know, he finished the fight. He won. Like, I loved seeing that, and I hope he gets to fight again for the belt soon. Like, that would be so cool. I'm a huge Mendes fan, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, he's awesome. But Daniel Kim and Damian Maia, that was another first round TKO by Damian Maia, which was really, really good. Damian Maia in his last few fights, I saw him fight at 102. I was there live when Nate Marquardt knocked him out with that spin around punch, or like hit him and spun him. Like, that was really cool. And since then, Damian Maia's fights have been kind of like not really memorable. Like, not really like super impressed. Like, he's just seemed off since then. So it's good to see him back and win like that. It was really good to see. And then Kunle and Patrick Cote. Patrick Cote, like, we haven't seen him fight in so long, and I was like, I think he's so awesome. And that fight, that was a good fight. Like, I don't know if I really have anything to say about it. That was another unanimous decision to Kunle. And it was a good fight. Like, I liked it. It was entertaining, but there wasn't a lot to say about it. You know, it was a good fight. And okay, let's move on. Forrest Griffin and Tito Ortiz. I am a big fan of both these men. One of my dogs, his name is Tito. Maybe you'll meet him someday. I don't know. Like, and Forrest Griffin, I've always been a huge fan of Forrest Griffin. I actually had the privilege to go see him fight live when he won the belt at 86. That was really, really cool. And, you know, I really like both these guys. And that fight, was it just me, or did it look like after about like 60 seconds, Tito Ortiz was like done fighting? He was like done. You know, he just looked gassed, like so tired. I was like, what am I watching? Like, what happened? Like, what? Whoa. And Forrest looked really good. I mean, in his last few fights, he's been kind of like, ugh. But he looked really good in this fight, I thought. And running out of the cage after the fight, though, was like, and I don't know, like, stupid. And then when he interviewed Tito after the fight, people were like flipping out about that. Like, he ruined his last interview and blah, blah, blah. If you guys think this is the last time we're going to hear Tito Ortiz talk his face off on TV, you're wrong. Like, I'm sorry. Get over it. I'm a huge Tito fan, and I would have liked to hear, you know, that whole Joe Rogan last commentary thing. But really, is that something you're going to throw a temper tantrum and stomp your feet about? Like, get over it. For real. And then the Anderson Silva Chael Sonnen fight. Okay. I like Chael Sonnen. He's really cool. I got to meet him once, and he's a really cool dude in person. And I know he likes the whole trash talk thing, but okay. After that fight with Anderson, did anyone really, like the first one, did anyone really think he wasn't going to get a rematch? Come on. Did anyone really think the UFC was going to be like, no, I'm not going to give a rematch? Come on. What the? Really, dude? You felt like you needed to talk that kind of crap and talk about a guy's wife and his country and his family? Like, I like Chael Sonnen, but he went too far. I think that trash talking was too much. Too much. You could have just done the typical meh, 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 and gotten over it. But he had to go like 40 miles past the line of okay. That bothered me. So I was actually really happy to see Anderson Silva beat him up, which I wish Anderson would have tortured him and like taught him a lesson a little bit more. Like, it was Anderson Silva's second round TKO, and I think what happened, Chael like went to do like a spinning fist thing, I think, and he missed and he fell down, and Anderson threw a knee, and like I was reading on Twitter, I can't talk today. Some people thought that Anderson hit him in the face with that. Like, I'm sorry, what angle were you looking at? He hit him in the chest. It was in the chest. Get over it. So that was actually really good to see. I was happy to see Anderson win, actually, and kind of interested to see who's next. I think they were talking about Chris Weidman. So, who knows? We will see. And 149 was last night. What do you say about that card? It was 1 7-second knockout in the prelims, which I actually didn't get to see because I was at work. But yeah, so I didn't get to see it, but I'm gonna go look it up. Like, I heard it was really awesome, and so that's cool. And then Matt Riddle and his third round submission, that was pretty cool. The standing what is it called? You all saw it. The standing whatever. I can't remember right now. Yeah, that was really cool, and I was like excited after the fight. You know, this is gonna be such a good card. This is gonna be so awesome. I feel bad to say this. I fell asleep during those fights. Those two or three fights. I fell asleep. I was sleeping. And I would wake up every once in a while and be like, oh, look, they're in the same position. And then fall right back to sleep. Like the Czech Congo Sean Jordan fight where they hugged each other the whole fight. Really? Really? No. Like, that was painful. And then, okay, I was expecting so much from Hector Lombard. Like, I was so stoked. Like, I tried to wake myself up, and I was, like, ready to watch that fight. Yeah. That, I understand the UFC jitters, and of course I wouldn't really understand. I've never had them. But I would think that a guy who's been, you know, he was in Strike Force, and, you know, he gets in there, and what do you have to lose? This is what I never understood with fights, with guys in fights. What do you have to lose? Nothing. Go out there and fight, and just, like, go. Like, just go crazy. And whether you win or lose, if you put on a fight that people remember, they're like, hey man, I want to see that guy fight. And guess who's going to fight again? That dude who put on a friggin' awesome fight. And the rest of the time, like, what do you do? And then Faber and Barao was a really technical fight. Like, technical. But, I mean, I guess I really don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting more of like a fight. Like, bloody and wrestling and jiu-jitsu and just, like, fight. Like, not like if you watch the post-fight press conference, like, lions in a cage or whatever Dana was stomping his feet about. But, like, a fight. You know, this is Uriah Faber. This is Renan Barao. I was expecting just, like, a fight. Like, a fight that people were going to be like, dude, Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner level type fight. And, you know, to see a really technical fight is interesting, and it is a good fight. And those guys are top of the game, best dudes out there. But at the same time, you know, you expect or hope for so much more sometimes in a fight. And if, as Dana White said, if you were booing that fight, you're not a fan of mixed martial arts. I wasn't booing that fight, so, you know, I wasn't jumping up and down and losing my mind, so maybe I'm a terrible MMA fan. But fine then. That's just, I was expecting a lot more from all of those fights. But then again, you can really count how many fight cards have sucked on one hand, like Dana White said. I mean, there haven't been that many. So you just kind of move on and make a video blog about it, and then you get on with your life, and you hope that the next one is going to be way more awesomer, and yes. So that's this video. I think the next UFC is actually UFC on Fox, and it's Brandon Vera and Shogun. So that should be good. Brandon Vera, I don't know. That's a whole other video about Brandon Vera. But yeah, so it should be really interesting. Hopefully that's a really sick ass fight card because I need it. And then after that, on August 11th is finally Frankie Edgar and Benson Henderson. I'm really excited about that fight. I can't wait. I'm so stoked. Okay, yes. But that's my video for this. Sorry it's a little long. But if you want to comment mean things, go ahead. If you want to comment nice things, please do. If you like this video or if you don't, please let me know. Let me know what you think I should talk about. And I'll try to talk about that stuff if I think I need to talk about it. You know, I love getting feedback, and I love you guys messaging me and reminding me to do videos. Thank you to that one person who does that. Like, I love that. I really do. It makes me feel like you guys really care, and I really appreciate it. And I love my subscribers. And the people who follow me on Twitter, I'll put my Twitter link below, and if you feel like following me, go ahead. And we'll chat about fights, and we'll talk about stuff, and I'll tell you my opinion on crap. And if you have any ideas on a video that you would like to see me make, let me know, and maybe I'll make it for you. So yeah, I hope you like this. Please comment, please message me, please like it or dislike it, whatever. And I will see you guys probably like in a couple weeks when there's a good fight, and I'll let you know about it. Okay, bye guys.